So I'm walking through the show with my buddy Marty, and literally my whole thing is I keep telling him, I'll just go wherever you go because I'm done. I'm not buying anything else. I'm done. So we're walking around. I think at this point we've said we're going to leave the show in like another half hour, 45 minutes or something. And we've kind of walked around to the point where we come back to my buddy's table with the Mayo cup plugs, my dealer friend over there. So I want to show Marty, I'm like, hey, you have to see what this guy has. Now, I have no intention of buying anything, right? None whatsoever. I've already feel like I've had a good show, got stuff I like. So I'm just showing Marty everything he has, and I showed him the stacks of cup plugs. I'm like, this is the set that the Walcott rookie came from. So this is the same set. So I'm, just showing him. And at this point, the dealer says to me, he's like, hey, did you even look through this second stack of cup plugs that I have? I'm like, a smart salesman, right? He knows he's got his audience there. Well, before that, he told me that actually probably an hour after I bought the Walcott, he had a guy pass through asking if he had this card. So if I'd have been an hour later, somebody might have got this one. And this isn't one. I mean, there was not another one on the show floor. I can promise you that. So if I was an hour later, I would not be, showing this one off right now. But he takes out his second stack of cup plugs, and per usual, he's got some faintly known guy on top. Like, it wouldn't attract somebody to look at the stack. He's going through them, and all of a sudden, what do I see? But he gets this. He comes to this 1890 Mayo cup plug George Dixon rookie. And like I said before, the first black man to ever win a championship in any sport in 1890. And this is one, I bid on this, and I was the underbidder on this. Months and months ago. A 1.5 that went for, I want to say it was $565 or something like that. So not a cheap card. This one's in an SGC3. It's an old slab and obviously, off-centered, but still a great looking card. So I come to this card and he's got 525 slapped on it. And I see it and I'm like, oh man, I've already blown my budget and you're making this tough on me. I'm like, what's your best on it? And I'm expecting him to say maybe 500, something like that, 475. He tells me 400. Wow. So that's 400. And he laughs. He's like, you didn't expect me to say that, did you? And I think at this point, he was doing me a little bit of a solid because we've done business for a couple of years. We've had great interactions. He's a really nice guy. So yeah, I think listen, this is a 3, and a 1.5. Just a few months ago, it went for $562 on eBay. So $400. I looked at him. I'm like, I'll figure it out when I get home. I'll sell what I have to sell to get there, but I'm not leaving here without it. So we did the deal. So I ended up going home with both of the cup plugs cards I wanted. I just like holding these up next to each other. Took them both. These are just beautiful cards to me. I like the background, kind of like the nature scene. The fact that they were made in 1890 and they still exist in this condition is just incredible. So my buddy Marty, of course, the whole time is egging me on to make this purchase. He's like, you can't say no to that. That's what you need, right? Every good card friend is not. No, you've blown your budget. Don't make your wife mad. You're going to be like, hey, you got to make this purchase. And he was right. Like he pushed me a little bit toward it, and I'm glad he did because when am I going to find another one, right? Like that's my rationale. It's like I can pass on stuff that, I saw a lot of other cool stuff, but I'm going to see it again. These, I've never, in the time I've been looking for this card, which is well over a year now, I have never seen one come up for sale, the Walcott. I've seen one Dixon come up for auction. There's 2 more on eBay, but they are priced absurdly. They're priced at like $1,900 for a 1 and then a 2 at like $3,800. It's like you're not trying to sell the card at that point. You're trying to have an eBay online museum because that's not a real thing. So that's what I did. I pulled the trigger on it, and that was kind of the end of my national. I thanked, my buddy and his wife and everything like that. That was my last big purchase.